What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King, aka first name Rage, last name is him. Back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I'd ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe, and y'all, we got to talk about this, man, because I feel like it's a topic of conversation that's not had enough, and it simply needs to be had. Especially when it comes to the overall balance of Mortal Kombat 1. What am I referring to? I'll show you. It's this right here. Not in particular this move, but this right here. A run mechanic. Now, I know a lot of people are going to sit there and argue, oh, well, you shouldn't have a run mechanic because of this, that, and the other. I'm going to be honest with you. The only people that truly have a problem with the run mechanic being in the game is people that want to do this all day. Zone, 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 poke, zone, 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 zone. That's all they want to do. You understand what I'm saying? And look, I'm not a fan of it at all. I'm just simply saying if you're going to have... Here's the key to balance to me, in my opinion. If you're going to have balance in the game, everything needs to have a counter to some degree. Everything should have a counter. And what more better way to counter people zoning other than the Sub-Zero ice armor than a run mechanic? Now, the reason why I say they should have a run mechanic is for several reasons. One, it closes the distance in between projectiles, which should be something that is universal for everyone. And I say universal for everyone because, as you see right here, Reptile, though this is a classic move for Reptile himself, you see how he closes the distance? And the biggest problem I'm having with not having a run mechanic in Mortal Kombat 1 is for the simple fact that only certain characters have it, but yet no one else does. As for instance, Reptile. You see how he goes from right here, full screen, and they can close that distance instantly. Say she was to throw a projectile, I can throw that instantly. Say I block it, don't get hit by it, I can close that distance instantly. Now, for those that are gonna say, oh well, what if it's plus? But it don't have to be plus. It can be zero. You understand what I'm saying? If it's blocked, you know, it should be minus maybe 10. You understand what I'm saying? But in terms of just closing the distance between people that just want to sit there and throw projectile, basically play Call of Duty in a Mortal Kombat game, this right here should be a universal move. And Reptile is not the only one that has this move. Let me show you. Let y'all know I'm not just going crazy. Reiko also has one too. He can hit you with that. He can run up, he can cancel it if he wants. He can delay it if he wants. You understand what I'm saying? It closes the distance. He's full screen, boom, running. You understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense to me why only certain characters have a run mechanic, yet nobody has a problem with that, but the rest of the cast doesn't have it. If you're going to properly balance the fighting game, either no one should have it or everyone should have it. You understand what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense to me, especially in a game that lacks defensive options for an assist-based fighter of anything. The run mechanic should have been a no-brainer. It should have been a no-brainer to put a universal run mechanic for everyone in the game. So you're not just sitting there zone, being bored to death. Because I'm not even going to lie. Even when I do stream the game and it's just I'm playing against zone, most of the times I don't even want to play the match. I'll just leave. You understand what I'm saying? Specifically against characters like Sector, Cyrax, Sindel, just to name a few. Katana, just to name a few. You understand what I'm saying? So it just doesn't make any sense that Reiko has one, Reptile has one, and a few other characters have a run mechanic. It just simply doesn't make any sense. And I think that just throws the balance of the game all the way out of whack. Specifically for characters that don't have projectiles themselves without a cameo present, or good projectiles at that. Like say a character like, I'm just going to, because I played a character, General Shao. He has the slowest projectile in the game. You can easily jump over it. It's easily readable. Yeah, it's a low. Yeah, it goes full screen, but it doesn't trade, and it's super slow. It can get interrupted damn near at will, especially for players that are looking for it. So, and then on top of that, you give the run mechanic to characters with a good projectile. I know this was nerfed recently. If you were going to trade, it doesn't trade anymore. And I know this was nerfed recently from Reiko, but he has a good projectile and yet still has a run mechanic. So he can close the distance on people zoning him out, but the rest of the cast can't. It just simply doesn't make any sense to me. Here's another character that has a built-in run mechanic in the game. Kenshi also has a built-in run mechanic in the game. And keep in mind, he also has a projectile that's pretty decent, and this is an overhead, so it's gonna catch people naturally because most projectiles in the game are highs anyway, so you can just simply duck them. But his is an overhead, and you can track the distance that it hits. You see what I'm saying? So when I see him have a built-in run mechanic, it just simply doesn't make any sense why he can have one while having a decent projectile, but the rest of the cast cannot. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And to be honest, it just throws the balance all out of whack. Specifically with this, like it on top of this move in particular right here from Kenshi, if you were to throw a projectile, he just runs right through it. He just runs right through it, so it's also impervious to projectiles. I'm not saying that the run mechanic, the universal run mechanic, has to go through projectiles. It doesn't. But in order to close that distance against a zoning character, this makes the most sense. And the fact that it wasn't put in the game it baffles me to this day that yet another character can have a run mechanic, a built-in run mechanic, but yet the rest of the cast cannot. And finally, Conan. You see right there? Built-in run mechanic. You can cancel it into other moves. You can cancel it into a poke. You can cancel it and hit him with an overhead. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can even cancel it, and I don't even want to do a move right there. You understand? Cancel it into a grab, etc., etc. So again, built-in run mechanic, and yet this one's also impervious to projectiles as well. And again, I'm not saying that the universal run mechanic that everyone should have in this game in particular should be invincible or impervious to projectiles. But after a projectile is whiffed or after a projectile is blocked, I should be able to close the distance instead of just depending on a forward dash or a jump just to get it, especially in this game where damn near everything is safe, particularly when you got the right cameo as well. It just doesn't make any sense to me. So in conclusion, I believe that if not in this game, which it should have been in this game, in Mortal Kombat games going forward, there should be a universal run mechanic for every character in the game. It doesn't have to be impervious to projectiles. It doesn't have to be plus or anything like that. But it just gives you one more mind game, and it closes that distance against people that want to sit there and play Call of Duty in a fighting game. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section if y'all think that a universal run mechanic for all characters should have been included in MK1, and if you would like to see it in future MK games. As long as y'all remain respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you, and Rage King will catch you in the next one. Now, hashtag that. Enough said. Goodbye.